Welcome back to my channel, guys. My name is Sam, also known as Football Man Sam, and we are back with a brand new video. Before I start this video, you can see me repping the 1920 Liverpool shirt. Got the Club World Cup winning badge, the Premier League champion. Let's go! Anyway, in today's video, we are going to be talking about Man City's transfer talk. Also going to be discussing the players I think Man City should get rid of. Send to the bin. Okay, so we're going to start with the players I think should leave City, and the first player is Nicholas Otamendi, the centre half. Don't think he's good enough for City. Too many mistakes in him. He's too rash, similar to Luis. He makes choices he shouldn't do, and especially for a team who's competing for pretty much every cup they're in. I don't think City can afford to have him playing regular football. It's obviously a main concern for Pep Guardiola. They've lost 9 matches this season, I believe. So it's obviously a huge area for Pep to try and improve. And I think getting rid of Nicholas Otamendi would be a good move. I see Otamendi being good enough for like a lower team in the Premier League. Something like even possibly Everton. Just that, but you're talking about Man City team. I don't think he's capable of being at the levels Pep is requiring. So that's my first player to get rid of. My second one is Ilkay Gundogan. This isn't necessarily because he's not necessarily good enough. I just don't believe he's getting enough minutes that he would want. I can see him probably being a little bit frustrated. He's not old, but he's come to the age where he wants to be playing regular football, and I think that would be a sensible move for Ilkay Gundogan. Like I say, German international. So even though it would be a good option for City, you've got to think whether it's at the player's best interests, whether he's going to want to move. Again, this is just my opinions. This isn't what's come out in the media. These are just purely my opinions. So again, the main reason for Ilkay Gundogan, in my opinion, wanting to leave will be for game time. He's quite a few positions, quite a few players are trying to improve the position that he plays in City. You've got your Silva, you've got your Foden, Fernandinho, who's a defensive midfielder. So they've got options, and I don't think Gundogan will want to keep sitting on the bench. Obviously, he gets the odd appearance and the odd start, but in my opinion, not enough than he would want. The next one is Claudio Bravo, their backup keeper. Again, he's awful with his feet. And we all know what kind of football Pep wants to play, especially from his goalkeeper, so they want to be playing from the back. So I believe he's not a great backup. A lot of people would say, well, who would they get for backup? Which is a really good question. You've got who's playing regular football, who's going to want to come to City and sit on the bench unless it's cup games. Because let's be fair, no one's going to challenge Edison for the #1 shirt. So it's going to be a case of who do they get in, who's good enough to be on the bench. I don't think it's Bravo at all. I think it costs him far too many goals in the past. Too many mistakes. Again, awful with his feet, which isn't good for Pep's style of football, the way he plays. He wants to keep them come out and be brave with the ball at their feet. Hence Edison, as we've seen many times. So I believe, as a player, Pep should look at to get rid of. I'm not really too sure on the replacements. On the replacement side. It's going to be hard because obviously you've got time. It's not easy. It's not hard to entice people to come to Man City. It's going to be trying to get them to come on the terms of you're not going to be playing regular football. You know that you're not going to be that #1. But you'll be getting games and cups, etc. So it'd be interesting. Might be not why they get rid of Bravo. They might think, well, we're not going to really be able to get a replacement, so they might stick with Bravo, but if I was Pep, I'd be looking to ship them off. Okay, players coming in, obviously there's the two we all know about, which is Nathan Ake, I believe he's free personal terms, which will be great for City. I think he obviously, everyone knows their centre back issues they've got. Obviously, he's tried many different partnership stones, and Fernandinho, Otamendi, Laporte, the list goes on. So he is looking for that, solid central back position partnership, which would then most likely see them, probably challenge, if not win every competition we go in, because they're so strong. I do think Ake it's going to be a brilliant signing. 40 million from Bournemouth, who just got relegated. It'll be great competition for the centre back place, because I believe City should sign another one, which I'll come on to in a minute. Obviously, they've already signed Ferran Torres from Valencia, 20.8 million, a winger. So you know, I think 20, 21 years old as well. So in replace of Sané, I think it's going to be a great signing. He's got 17, 18 goals this last season for Valencia. But I did read that he had a slight fallout in Valencia. So maybe a reason why he looked elsewhere. Okay, on to a player I think they should sign is Koulibaly from Napoli, the centre back. I think he would, if they were to sign Koulibaly, I believe he would start. I think Ake would be back up, and I think Ake would be the one challenging Koulibaly for the other centre back partnership. We all know Laporte will be his #1 choice regardless of who they sign. We all know that. But Koulibaly looks a solid player for Napoli. You know, he came to Anfield and did a really good job on the front three. Strong, powerful. Obviously, every player can make mistakes, which has been brought up in the media. I've seen about various YouTubers talking about how he's not that great. Actually, I think differently. I think Koulibaly looks a great player. I'd happy have him at Liverpool, but for City, I think that would be a great signing, in my opinion. They would then have a strong competition for the centre back partnership with Ake, Laporte, Koulibaly. Whether John Stones will stay, there's talks of him going to Arsenal. I'm not sure whether that will happen. So it's an interesting one. This next one's going to be a bit of a surprise. It will probably surprise a lot of people. But I can't say I wouldn't be surprised, because I would be surprised. But you've got to look at Willian from Chelsea. Obviously, he looks like he's not going to be staying at Chelsea. Now, obviously, with Man City not having David Silva, obviously been fantastic servant to the club for the last 8 or 9 years. I think he's been in the Premier League. The talisman, as well as De Bruyne in Milo Park. So they are going to want not to replace him. I think David Silva's irreplaceable, in my opinion. So it's going to be interesting to see who they sign. But if you want a cheap option, you've got Willian, who, in my opinion, brilliant player. Even if it's, I think Willian would probably come to City and be happy on the bench and try and fight for positions on the starting lineup. That will probably surprise some people, but likelihood of that happening probably 2 out of 10. I don't see that happening. But again, I wouldn't be surprised if Man City even at the last minute tried to pinch Willian. Obviously, Willian having talks of going to Arsenal. Whether that will fall through, whether that will happen, I'm not too sure on. But yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they went for Willian. Now, going on to their strikers, obviously they've got Aguero, and they've got Gabriel Jesus. In my opinion, Gabriel Jesus is not the best replacement for Aguero. When eventually Aguero's time is up, which I believe will be in the next few years. So if you're looking past Aguero, they've got Gabriel Jesus. Obviously he does score goals. I'm fully aware of that. But if you're talking about replacing a man who gets you 15, 20 goals a season, 25 goals, 30 goals even sometimes a season, then Jesus isn't your man. So obviously then you're going to be looking to who could you possibly replace him with. So yeah, there is a number of options. Who they would go for? Cyril Immobile, for example. He's I think he's like 30 now. But he could easily have a good few years of scoring goals, and he's a proven goal scorer. I think he's the top goal scorer in Serie A this league. I think he's got over 31, 32 goals this season, which is brilliant even in Serie A. So if you take him for example at City, he's going to get you more goals than Jesus would, in my opinion. So I do think City will need to strengthen in attack. Maybe not this season, but maybe the season after, for when Aguero goes. But yeah, that's just my opinion, and that concludes the video. So just to run through, I think City should get rid of Nicolas Otamendi, Claudio Bravo, and Iker Gundogan. And the players I think should sign for City is obviously Ake, Ferran Torres, Koulibaly, Willian possibly, and a striker, and maybe Cyril Immobile, as I just discussed. That does end the video. I hope you enjoyed it. It's just my opinions and the rumours I've seen. If you did enjoy the video, make sure you smash that like button. If you haven't already, smash that subscribe button. We're on the way to 50 subscribers. Recently hit 43, which is brilliant, and thank every single one of you who watches this video. It really does mean a lot. It really does. If you want to check out more videos on my channel, you can find them under the channel. I've got a Liverpool section under my playlists where I discuss Liverpool transfers. So if you want to go and check them out, that'd be brilliant. Let me know what you think in the comments section.